Dungeon Master Orb? No, Dungeon Master Doom has something else. I've been delving deep into my dungeon once again, and I discovered an ancient relic. An ancient tome. This tome was one of my player's tomes, and he left it behind, and it got lost in my dungeon, and I just unearthed this today. So, within it, it holds the secrets of the longest running campaign that I ever ran. Now, I haven't looked at everything in here, but I have skimmed through some of it. I'm recording mostly my first reactions, but I thought maybe I could run through it within 15 minutes, but such a thing is not possible. So for this episode, I went through the character sheets of all my players who played in this game. And perhaps I'll make more episodes where we look at all of the secrets within this book, and I'll find out what my players were writing under my nose. In this episode, I discovered some things that I didn't even realize. I discovered lots of my players were cheating the whole time. Well, let's go to the Dungeon Master table and see what secrets lie within this ancient tome. Finally, after all these years, Dungeon Master Doom now holds in his hand the binder written by his players, one of their ancient tomes. Here on the spine it says Rifts, and on the back is the symbol of my players' mercenary group. Look at this. How many Dungeon Masters get this chance? After all these years, it's finally in my hands, and I'm about to release secrets since unknown to me. Oh, yes. I will savor this. Here we go. So, here's an old sketch of mine. This would be from my Warhammer army. I had an army of blood axe orcs. We played lots of Warhammer. Oh, but over here, this is the good stuff. This is what I wanted to see. These are the character sheets of my players from the largest campaign I ever ran. So here is Spike. Yes. Spike was a city rat. He was a computer hacker with psychic powers and some cybernetics. Here they are listed. Amplified hearing, telescopic eye, and a finger jack. Look at these stats. IQ 19, ME 18, MA 17, PS 25, PP 19. I have a sneaking suspicion that my players may have been cheating. He was one of the quiet players. I did lots of solo adventures where he did his encounters within the virtual worlds, and I'd have him fight virtual creatures to unlock passcodes so they could open up doors to bomb shelter dungeons and the strange things you find in Rifts. Here's one where they used the actual official Rifts character sheet. Name, Trogdor. True name, Trogdor the Burdinator. There was no Trogdor in my game. I would not allow such a silly thing. Trogdor. This must have been some kind of joke character sheet they made for fun. No! Great Horned Dragon. This is official. This was actually Drossrod. But I never inspected my players' character sheets. I always had them explain them to me. Because Rift was just out of balance enough, it really didn't matter. But his statistics are legitimate for a dragon. Although his lowest statistic is a 19. With leadership, and he was practically the leader of the group, and this is his binder. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, he was a great player. Very well organized. Alright. Here's one they did on the computer. Cyclone. And for all of his different stats here, the way he organized it, he put all of his psionics are in one font, his skills are in a different font, his weapons are in a different font. Oh god, and he had so many explosives. That's how this is the guy who derailed all my games. Blowing everything up. He would find every bomb in the books and use it to blow everything up. It's because of him that they were chased. He's the reason I had all the chase scenes, and I learned to break up all my adventures into encounters that I could just spread across the games to make it seem like that I had all this stuff created, but I would have one adventure, and then I'd just come up with a new story behind it, and it would just be the same stat blocks and everything. So, name Cyclone, alias Vash the Stampede, RCC Keeper of the Desert, OCC Wired Gunslinger. So, you played the game completely wrong. You can't have that by the rules. But, of course, I was loose with the game. So, Wired Gunslinger is what he got all of his stats from. And the Keeper of the Desert was more of his background. So he just used one of the characters, or character classes, as a background. So I just allowed it. Oh, what a funny character. Alright, here's another one. Very bad handwriting. Oh, this is Vash the Stampede before he wrote it on his computer. So awesome when players are so dedicated to their characters. Alright. Here's the last one in the stack. The last player. So there were 4 players in my group. This is Slash. Slash was a mutant bat. One of the experiments from the Coalition, and he escaped their laboratories. IQ 20. Smarter than the skill monkey in the group. Smarter than the skill monkey. What was... Okay, but Cyclone had an IQ of 14. Jocerod had a 21, so he was smarter as well. Stats are meaningless. They are truly meaningless. ME 19, MA 15. PS 45. He was stronger than the dragon. He was stronger than the wired gunslinger. What was Jocerod's strength? 35. Which makes sense for a dragon. 45! I was not strict enough. Jesus. Well, he was very strong in hand-to-hand combat, but he had monomolecular claws. So, I remember going, wow, you're doing an amazing amount of damage. But he had monomolecular claws, and something like that could cut through anything. Especially like if you're thinking about monomolecular whips, that'll just automatically cut through anything. So that was his one strength in combat. He would just go, and he would cut things, and I remember going, wow, well, okay. I had them fighting insanely powerful creatures anyway. That's why Spike had to cheat on his character, just to keep up with these insane player characters that they made. Oh, yes. Well, there you have it. The characters, these are the players in the greatest and longest running campaign that I ever ran. There they are. What other things will I find in this binder? The secrets. The long forgotten secrets. What will I find?